If you're just getting started with Excel, or maybe you've been using it a little bit, you probably have asked yourself, what is Excel all about? What is it used for? One way of looking at Excel is that it's just a giant grid of columns and rows, but you're more likely to hear Excel described as a spreadsheet package, and that it is, but it's that and a lot more as well, as we'll see in some upcoming examples. At the bottom of the screen are different tabs here. These are called worksheets. The current one's empty. I'm going to click on the one called profits. A lot of people would call this a spreadsheet. That's a term widely used, although in Excel we don't use it formally and officially. We've got some budget numbers here. You can see what's happening based on the headings over in column A. Here's a bigger budget. It's a prediction for the following year. All kinds of formulas in here that we're not seeing right now, but lots of information. And I've seen bigger ones than this too, and you probably will too eventually. Other people use Excel for keeping lists. The next sheet over shows customers. This might be hundreds, even thousands of rows. You might be tracking your inventory, or you might be tracking sales or transactions. There are all kinds of reasons for maintaining lists, and Excel provides lots of great data management tools for handling them. The next list over is a list of your employees. It's got a table feature applied that makes it easier to work with. The next sheet over, called chart, reminds us that in Excel, we can take some numbers, which for some of us sometimes are a bit boring, we can turn them into a chart. And that happens very quickly too. And there are all kinds of variations on how you can create charts and quick ways to get there too. There's a great analytical tool called a pivot table. You might have heard of that. Got a giant list over here. And we're trying to make some sense out of it. Within a few seconds, you can create a list like what we're seeing on the right that analyzes the data by region, the products, and so on, the customers. You look at those various column headings over on the left, and you can see how we could quickly come up with these, and you don't even have to write any formulas. And if that were not enough, there's some SmartArt features, like this organization chart on the right. There are about 200 variations, not only on an organization chart, but things like Venn diagrams and production charts, that sort of thing. Got a specialized title over here in the list. So there are lots of different applications for Excel. It's used throughout the world for a variety of different purposes. It's probably the most widely used software package in the world. It's a great tool, and in this course, you'll be learning more and more about how you can use Excel in so many different ways.